Hi, my name is Alan. This is my project. It's a recipe rat. And the idea from this project is to ask to a chatbot to recommend recipes. I came with this idea because I see that many people followed a strict diet and they always want to find information about what to cook every day. And sometimes we run out of ideas. So for example, if someone is training and they want to get information about food that got a lot of protein or low in calories, it's important to ask to a chatbot that can answer these questions or recommend any recipes. So the idea is to look for recipes based on the ingredients, nutritional facts, cooking time, or portions. For this, for the data that I prepared for this project, was the good food recipes. Find this data if at the beginning was a little hard because I wanted to find a page that can give me this kind of information, especially the nutritional facts. So I found this good food that is an excellent page that has all the information for this. And the first step or the method that I used, it was the web scraping. I'm going to show my code for this. So the first thing that I did was to crawl for all the pages on this on the search that this page has, and I process all the information to get every page on JSON files. After I create the JSON files, I extract the information from every one of them. I create this data and I have here my JSON files. So I end up with 38 JSON files that got information from all the recipes. I got almost like 1,100 recipes in my database. And the first approach that I want to try is to create markdowns for the recipes, but then I realized that it was better to use to save these files in JSON files. So I end up saving all the information, all the recipes with all the data clean in one JSON file. Then my first approach was to connect this to a database, but I see that this was taking too long in the response, and sometimes the answers were not too uh, appropriate, or there was not so specific about what we want to look in the recipe. So I end up using the store in Python. I use the vector database. And for this, I crawl through all the information in my JSON file, create a data frame for this. And after that, I realized that there was some information that has to be cleaned up because there was some information that I wanted to have, like there was columns that have empty values. So I cleaned this and I end up pushing all this information to my Python database. And this, I create the information that I wanted to use in the metadata from the Python. For the embedding model, I use the text embedding 3D Small from OpenAI embeddings. I upload all the information into my database. And the first approach that I want to use is the retrievers. And the framework that I use, it was LangChain. LangChain provides me a good framework to work with this kind of data. And I found the retrievers and RainChain was the best information or answers that I can get from my data. So this is my project already uploaded in Hugging Faces. So I got here some examples. If I close this, so this is the information that I got. It gives me the title, the descriptions, all the information, and the information calories from this recipe with all the ingredients and instructions. So if I can ask about more recipes, more than one recipe. It also works with that. So this is giving 3 recipes with rice. It will give you 1, 2, and the last 3. So you can ask the chatbot or the model about more information about the recipes. One thing that I'm working on and to improve this first approach that I got is getting a history for the data. So I want to, this is my first approach that I got here for my test history. I want to use different approach from the retrievers and create a prompt. This is the prompt that I use for create or get the response from the LLM. This is where I create I got the chains. So this is basically what this does. The retriever finds the more similarity recipe that's found according to the query of the user, and the model receives this and transfer the information in a better response, in a more accurate response. So I'm trying to manage here the history where I pass all the information that the user wants or want to interact more with the model. After I did that, I pass the same questions like before, but I got here a better response with the model. For example, in this example, I got what can I do with broccoli? It gives me only the information with the recipes. If I want to get more information about the broccoli soup that was provided here, it responds correctly. So this is the broccoli soup response with all the information provided. And if, for example, I found the broccoli soup, what is good for, it gives me the answer with the broccoli is good in rich in nutrients, antioxidant, and so on. And I got here the information or the history and tracking. So I got here the human message, the AI message, and all the conversation history in my project. So this is my idea. I know that can be scalable for further projects in a page that want to share information about food, and it will be good to have this for interact with the users of this page. So thank you.